Welcome to the Bandano Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. Earlier today, we talked about the extension of the current CBA. We talked about the players. They asked for an additional 6 weeks for the WNBA to come back with a substantially improved offer. And last time we caught wind of WNBA's offer, what did I say? If the players say no to this, they don't want to make a deal. If the players say no to this, it's clear they don't want to make a deal. They want to continue to drag this out and drag this out and drag this out. They want every single one of their demands to be met, and then they'll accept what the WNBA proposes. If every single demand's not laid out, they refuse to accept it. In a negotiation, it's all about compromise. I give up something, you give up something. I give up something, you give up something, and we meet in the middle. It doesn't seem like the players are willing to meet in the middle, even though the owners and the league are doing more than enough to try to give these players what they want. What they want. Let's get right into it, shall we? Please like the video, comment, and subscribe. That would mean so much to me. WNBA's newest proposal ups the max salary base to $1 million. What were they saying before? Oh, it's still $850, and then we have to hit this incentive and that incentive, and then maybe we'll get to the $1 million. No. WNBA said, whatever. That's what you guys want? Okay, here's $1 million. Now say no to this deal. It's almost as if the owners are just saying, okay, here you go. Now say no now. Oh, so you want an extra $150,000? Fine, here's an extra $150,000. Say no now. Calling the players bluff. Let's see how the players respond. Will they agree to this latest offer? Or will they say, oh, but still the revenue sharing, oh, but this, oh, but that? Let's take a look. The WNBA's latest proposal to the Women's National Basketball Players Association includes a maximum salary in 2026 featuring a guaranteed $1 million base with projected revenue sharing pushing total earnings for max players to more than $1.2 million, sources told ESPN. Last time it was $850 with the ability to get over $1.1 million. Now it's a guaranteed $1 million with the ability to get over $1.2 million. Under the proposal, sources told ESPN, the average player salary in 2026 would be projected to exceed $500,000, and the minimum player salary would be projected to exceed $225,000. The salary cap would increase to $5 million in 2026, and according to sources, be tied directly to revenue growth in each year of the deal. Last deal, the average was supposed to be $446,000. Now it's a little bit over. Now it's around over $500,000. Last deal we heard of, it was going to be around $226,000 for the minimum. Now it's going to exceed $225,000. Increases all across the board. And a salary cap increase massive from 1.5 this past year all the way up to $5 million. It is unclear what the players think of the league's latest proposal, but an agreement does not appear imminent. Of course not. Late Sunday night, both sides agreed to an extension on the current CBA through January 9th, 2026. The union proposed the nearly 6-week extension, and the league agreed to it after initially asking for a 20-day one. The new numbers reflect incremental increases from the league's last proposal that was reported by the Associated Press and confirmed by ESPN on November 18th. More than $1.1 million in total compensation for players at the max, an average compensation of more than $460K, and players at the minimum earning more than $220,000. In 2025, the league's minimum salary was $66,000. So from $66,000 minimum all the way to a proposed $225,000, that sounds like a deal. The Supermax was $249,000. So $249,000 Supermax to an $1 million Supermax. That seems like a good deal. The salary cap was $1.5 million. So $1.5 million salary cap now to over $5 million salary cap. That seems like a good deal. The current deal also has a separate revenue sharing provision that grants direct payments to players if the league hits certain revenue targets. Though That has yet to happen largely because of the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. That's a lie, but they throw it in there to make everybody feel good. Salute to you. I feel great. The Players Association and players, though, have been pushing for a system in which the salary cap and thus player salaries are more directly tied to the growth of the business, such as in the NBA, where the salary cap is directly determined by related basketball income. Both sides came to the new extension a bit longer than their last one of 30 days agreed to at the end of October, hoping it provides a real runway to make meaningful progress towards a new deal and ideally even get one done before January 9th. Is this a deal or what? Is this a sweet deal or what? What are the players going to come back and say, oh, that's not good enough for me? The over $1 million and guaranteed, that's not good. Oh, okay. The $500,000 average salary, oh, that's not, okay. The $225,000 minimum salary, oh, okay. Again, and I've said this time and time before, Asia Wilson, Caitlin Clark, Sabrina Ionescu, Angel Reese, Sophie, these ladies that are actually known in the WNBA need to gang up together and go toe-to-toe with Fee and Breanna Stewart and say, you guys got to accept these deals. I'm not playing in this. I'm not playing in that. I want to go to these. I want to play in the WNBA. Sophie Cunningham's already been announced for Project B, so maybe she's not part of that group of ladies going heads up against Stewart and Fee. But that needs to get done. The power players in the WNBA need to get together and say, Fee, Bree, Ogul McKay, why are we stalling this deal? This is a great deal. We're all going to be making over $1 million. This is a solid deal. All of our teammates are going to be making nearly $500,000. This is an awesome deal. The vet minimum is going to be around $225,000. This is a monstrous deal. Nothing mentioned roster expansion, but to be fair, they're getting more teams, 2 new teams. So by proxy, that's going to be roster expansion, not literally. You guys get my deal. You catch the drift. Alexa Filippo of ESPN spoke about where it currently stands as of right now.
On the WNBA CBA negotiations, we have some new developments, and we welcome in our WNBA reporter, Alexa Filippo. Alexa, what more can you tell us about where things stand at the moment?
Yeah, George, well, there was a lot of meeting, a lot of back and forth over the last few weeks in hopes of trying to get some movement as yesterday's extension neared. And I can report that, we saw a report a few weeks ago on the league's proposals to the players. I actually have some updated numbers I'd like to share you all of where the league's latest proposal stands. Right now, they are offering a deal with a salary for players at the maximum with a $1 million guaranteed base, projected revenue sharing, pushing those total earnings for maximum players to more than $1.2 million. Sources have told me just now. The average salary projection under this deal, the average salary across the board is projected to exceed $500,000. The minimum salary would be projected to exceed $225,000, sources tell me, and the salary cap would actually increase to $5 million a year, and sources say would be directly tied to revenue growth each year of the CBA. Right now, for a little bit of a frame of reference, the salary cap for 2025 is around $1.5 million. So these are different numbers, updated numbers than we saw from about November 18th when that last deal came out. We don't quite know right now what the players do think of this, obviously. It was not enough to get to an agreement yesterday for a new CBA. So it will be very interesting to see. We know that revenue share and salary cap, a salary cap that was actually tied directly to revenue growth in the league was very important to them. It's right now, again, unknown what they think of this proposal.
Last time news came out of the proposal, we had a response from the players within 48 hours. When will we know how they feel when will we know what they say? I'm leaning, they say, not enough still, because I've been very steadfast. They want every single demand to be met, and if it's not met, they're going to say no. What more can they possibly ask for? Oh, we want this, we want this. Guys, we're compromising a lot over here. We need something from you players. You can't just keep saying no, 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 no. It's a little bit of a give or take, and you guys aren't really giving. You just want to take. We got to make something happen here. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Appreciate all the support. Like the video and subscribe. That means so much to me. See you next time, and as always, Take it easy.